What happens after the Hoover fails? Think about that for a minute. The Hoover, you know what it is by now. It's when the narcissist is attempting to test the temperature of you. A Hoover is a weak, feeble attempt by the narcissist to see if they're still living in your mind rent-free. A Hoover is when the narcissist knows that they're running low on supply sources and you caught their eye. A Hoover is when the narcissist is already devaluing the current source of supply, essentially cheating, if you will, or looking elsewhere because that source of supply is already locked down, certainly groomed, trapped, tricked, and definitely doesn't know what narcissism is. And a Hoover is what the narcissist has been doing for centuries. Now, you didn't know what a Hoover was. Maybe this is the first definition you're learning about what a Hoover is. A Hoover isn't just a vacuum cleaner that picks up dirt and lint from your carpet. A Hoover is one of the techniques of the narcissist after time has gone by to see if you've healed, to test the temperature of you, to see if you have seen behind the mask, to see if you are strong enough to finally go no contact. And there are way more reasons why the narcissist would Hoover than just those, but this is a 12 to 14, maybe 15-minute video, so I'm not going to jump into everything. What I will share with you is by now, the narcissist certainly has understood that you are different than most people. If you've gone no contact and you blocked them and deleted them and removed them and all flying monkeys and people associated with them, then you know that it's benefited you. Did it benefit you immediately? Yeah, probably. But did it hurt to block the narcissist? Meaning, did it sting because it was uncomfortable? Yeah, of course it stings. Anything worthwhile is going to have a price to pay to accomplish it. Example. Breaking free from the narcissist. Is that an easy thing to do? Absolutely not. It is one of the most challenging things you will ever have to do, but you will do it because I did it, and if I did it, you can do it. You need to believe in yourself the way I believe in you, which is why I continue to create videos each and every day to pay it forward and to share the wisdom I've acquired. You must cut the four ties: the emotional, the financial, the physical, and of course the spiritual tie from the narcissist. If you've done it, you know that it served you extremely well. If you're doing it, you know that it is challenging, but you're making progress. If you haven't done it yet, you need to watch the rest of the video and understand that there are hundreds of millions of us who have broken the cycle of narcissism. There are hundreds of millions of us who are generational curse breakers. There are billions, with a capital B, billions of us, many of which are not living right now, who've been trapped in the narcissistic abusive cycle. And there are still billions of us who are getting the wisdom, and you're one of those people. Which again is why I create videos each and every day, to pay it forward, to help you, so you can become awakened and aware, educated and empowered. But when the Hoover fails, when the narcissist's feeble attempt to Hoover you fails, it's because you're too strong now. You see, the narcissist had the loudest voice in your mind. They had the loudest voice in the relationship. And they had you doing things you never thought you would do. They had you behaving in ways you never thought you would behave. You were tolerating things you never thought you would ever see or tolerate because you kept on turning a blind eye. You were not trusting your instincts. You were ignoring red flags. You weren't trusting your intuition. And you were trapped in a place, an invisible place, if you will, called the trauma bond, the narcissistic fog, or the devaluation stage. And all three of those are unique, but yet intertwined with each other, and they equal one word. That word is narcissism. And that's why you're watching the video. That's why you're getting your cup full, and that's why you're continuing to come back to stay as strong as you possibly can. So when the Hoover fails, the narcissist feeble, weak, pathetic attempt at a Hoover fails, it's because you finally taken action. You weren't holding out for hope. You weren't holding on to that little breadcrumb of what would never be. You're not giving the narcissist any more chances or any more opportunities. You see them for who they really are. You now understand that they never had your best interest at heart. They never cared about you. They definitely didn't love you because they don't have any love. They know how to take it. They have no empathy. They know how to steal it. They probably also stole your money and your energy, your hobbies, your sleep patterns. They probably were counter-parenting with you, not co-parenting, on and on and on. The narcissist is a bully. They're a coward. They're shallow, they're hollow. There's no substance to these people. They are dark energy, and all they're doing is slithering through this planet called Earth. They're all connected, they're all intertwined. They can all see each other crystal clearly, meaning the narcissists, they know when they encounter another narcissist. They know exactly, because they can sense the energy, they can feel it. Because why? I'll tell you why. I'll give you one really small example, and I could talk about this in a lecture series for weeks. One example of the narcissist knowing who another narcissist is, it's very simple. It's the look they give each other in their eyes. Once those 4 eyes connect, 2 from the one narcissist you're considering and 2 from a random toxic narcissist, once those eyes connect, they know, because they're all running the same script. Think about it. When you look in the mirror, imagine, if you will, you, an empath just like me. This is a mirror. You look in the mirror, what do you see? You see yourself, okay? Well, that's what you do. When 2 narcissists encounter each other, they're looking in a mirror at each other. And all they do is say, wait, I have dibs on this one. You can get that one. Or it's your turn to get this one. Or I need supply. I don't have it. I need to punish you. This is what they do. And you may think that wow, that's really deep. How did you come up with that? It's only one microcosm, one little sliver of information, of wisdom I've acquired over the years. You need to understand everything on this planet is not how it appears to be. And at the top of that list is the narcissist. So when they attempted to Hoover you, if they did, you need to understand, when you decline the Hoover, decline means you don't communicate, you do nothing. You just look at them and you say, wow, everything Andrew mentioned over the 5+ years is accurate. It's honest, it's authentic, it's true, and I just saw it in real life. Well, then you realize that, yeah, you need to continue to maintain your boundaries and continue to decline Hoovers and continue to trust your instincts and your intuition and pay attention to red flags. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And once you experience it, you can't unexperience it. Which is why what the narcissist doesn't understand is that they now have very, very small places to hide. They have fewer places to crawl, fewer rocks to hide underneath. And they'll be looking for sources of supplies I've been sharing for the last few months, years, truth be told, in videos. But when they Hoover somebody and that person is unhooverable because they get the wisdom, they have the message, and they've applied the tools that I provided, then the narcissist can't approach that person. Well, technically they can approach that person, meaning try to Hoover them, but that person has put up a huge roadblock, basically a boundary, saying, get away from me, I want nothing to do with you. Not saying it literally or figuratively, but the boundary does the talking for you. And what does that force the narcissist to do? Either A, they have to go back to the drawing board and try to Hoover again, but their little fragile, tiny ego won't allow them to do that. Or they'll let time go by and they'll have to go elsewhere and slither off and find another source of supply until, if perhaps your name crosses their mind again in the future. My hope is your name never crosses the tiny little pea brain of the narcissist. But the truth of the matter is, it does. Way more now than ever. No, I'm not trying to trigger you. No, I'm not trying to upset you. It's simply because the narcissist is running out of places to find supply. So if you were one of the supply sources in the past, I can assure you they are using an old school term, which is called Rolodex, because the aging narcissist is using a Rolodex. And of course, they are not a pretty sight to see. So they're scouring, looking through that Rolodex. For you younger people, pick your smartphone and go through your contacts. It's the same thing. And the narcissist is looking for low-hanging fruit, where they can get some attention, where they can get some money, where they can get some time, where they can get a roof put over their head, or someone to get them a car or a job, or they can siphon money from somewhere or whatever. But that person's not you any longer. You need to understand that everything on this planet revolves around you. You are the priority. You come first, second, and third. And the narcissist knew that you didn't know that, which is why they lassoed you into a relationship, corralled you, if you will, pinned you down, punished you, wash, rinse, repeat. And once you didn't have much left in the tank to give the narcissist, or once they realized they couldn't take much more from you, the discard's right around the corner, and they would have another source of supply lined up. Wash, rinse, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat, whatever that is. But anyway you cut it, the narcissist is trapped in a cycle. And so when the Hoover attempt of the narcissist fails, and you made the narcissist fail yet again, that's a great thing for you. Now, do you want to do harm or damage to the narcissist? Of course you don't. I don't either. But when you put up a boundary, it protects you and insulates you, and it doesn't benefit the narcissist. That's what we all should be doing. We should all have boundaries. Every single person on the planet should learn what a boundary is in first grade, if not younger. And you may say, well, that's a little bit young. Like, why would they? Well, think about it. And when you were in first grade, was there a bully in your class? I'm sure there was. Did the bully target you? Possibly. But see, if you are aware that not everybody has your best interest at heart when you're younger, then you can apply the tools for the rest of your life. These are just nuggets of wisdom to pass forward. And believe me, I will keep on sharing these things with you. But failure is something the narcissist knows they are. Failure is something the narcissist knows that they have been their whole life. But with you, they wanted you believing that they were a winner, that they were a great success story, and that everything they did turned to gold, and that they were the most amazing person on the planet. That's why they need supply, because they need someone believing that, because the narcissist themselves doesn't believe that. Yes, I'll say it again. And you're probably on your couch right now, sitting down with your jaw dropped on the floor saying, wow, where did you come up with that? All I will tell you is the wisdom is flowing through me more and more every single day, and it's flowing through you. When you find a way to tap into it, you need to embrace it and go with the energy. Do not, and I mean not ever again, entertain toxicity or darkness or narcissism. But what the narcissist doesn't realize is the Hoover, the very feeble attempts of the narcissist. We are all seeing them now. We're understanding and wrapping our head around how weak and pathetic these people are, because they are. The narcissist has the loudest voice usually in the relationship, not only literally, but figuratively, of course. But once the narcissist realizes that people are not accepting Hoovers, and this is happening all over the globe right now, the narcissist, what are they going to do? I will ask you that question again right now, and I'll give you a couple seconds to think about it. When all the empaths, or the people who were trapped in narcissistic abusive cycles, go no contact and block the narcissist, and all the other people who have never been in narcissistic relationships, or maybe fringe relationships with the narcissist, they don't entertain or engage with toxicity, what will the narcissist do? You got it. They don't know. But does it matter to you? No, it doesn't matter to you. What matters to you is you're free. The four ties are cut. You're elevated, you're ascending, you're reaching the mountaintop of indifference, the pinnacle of indifference, and whatever the narcissist does is what they do. They never cared about you when you were with them. They certainly don't care about you now, and they won't in the future. So when the narcissist Hoover attempt fails, think about it. Did they ever care about you? No. Then why do you think they're Hoovering you? Is it because they miraculously care about you now? No. It's because you're still here. You've healed. You've reached the pinnacle, the mountaintop of indifference. You're a different person. You've replenished everything and then some, that what was stolen from you. And the narcissist is in disbelief that you made it out of the cycle, that you saw what you saw, and you're still here, and you're looking better than ever. You're sounding better than ever. You have rock solid boundaries, and you decline any weak, pathetic, anxiety-riddled Hoover that would ever come your way. When you do that, that will create a narcissistic injury, like I've been telling you. Does it matter to you that the narcissist gets injured? Well, it doesn't matter to me. Did they care when they threw you under the bus? Did they care when they discarded you? Did they care when they were cheating on you? Did they care when they were triangulating you? Did they care when they laughed and mocked at you and grimaced and smirked at you? No, of course they didn't. But again, we are empaths. We are true blue empaths. So what do? We don't want to hurt people or damage people, because that's not what we do. That's what the narcissist does. What we do is implement boundaries and decline Hoovers, become unhooverable, get off the radar of these pathetic, weak, wimpy, toxic, anxiety-riddled freaks of nature. Yes, the narcissist. And we begin to really excel and move as far away from these people as fast as we can. That's why you cannot, and I mean never, accept a Hoover. Don't even entertain it for a second. Become unhooverable. And if in the future you get some weak, feeble attempt of a Hoover from any narcissist at all, you will be able to go back to this video and you'll reference it and say, wow, Andrew was right again. Because it's the energy. The energy that flows with me is the same energy that flows through you. You need to tap into it the way I have tapped into it, and you too will see crystal clearly how this planet works and where your role is on this planet. Where your role is, I will tell you, it's as far away from the narcissist as possible. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved, and I mean loved, doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. I love you all, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Couple quick things. 1, become unhooverable. 2, any Hoover attempt on the behalf of a person, and most of these people are narcissists, not all of them, most of them, is weak. It's pathetic. It is absolutely mind-blowing that these people have no shame, and that they think that people that were in relationships with them in the past we'll just wipe the slate clean and go back. Well, that's not what we do. That's what people used to do before the internet and the smartphone. That's not what we do. What we do is take the bull by the horns and say, no mas, I'm done, goodbye, stay away from me. That was then, this is now. Stay away from me. Just stay away from me. That's what you say. That's what I say. That's why you need to understand that once you've healed, you will see this whole world open up for you. The doors of abundance will open up. The doors of opportunity will be presented to you. And the doors of possibility will be presented right at your feet. It's up to you. You know what to do. You need to do it. Take action. If not now, when? I love you all. Talk with you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye.